Welcome to Evergreen Speedway, way out in the Pacific Northwest here in Washington. We have Martin in the pole with Moon in first, Morrison Jr. with the new livery in third, Johnson in fourth, Huckleberry in fifth, Rada in sixth. This .6 mile short track should have lots of bumping and running and lots of action in general, and we are underway here. 35 laps. The cars are expected to pit at around lap 25. Martin takes the early lead. So here comes Dustin Morrison Jr. looking to make an impact on the inside, as well as his teammate Buckworth Huckleberry. See here, you can see the entire action from this spectator camera. Oh, Martin got loose, so that's going to let Morrison Jr. and Huckleberry take the inside. New leader, Dustin Morrison Jr. Can he get 2 wins in a row? Look at his teammate Buckworth is also trying to do the bump and run on his own teammate, but Morrison Jr. is able to hold on. The two Volkswagen Lapanza teammates comfortably in the lead now. But meanwhile, the last teammate of Fusa Otso, who won the last short track race, is in the back. Very close racing, but no crashes. Yeah, we are 3 wide between Mine and Noonan. The tandem Morrison Jr. still has the lead. I thought there was smoke coming out, but it seems to be fine now. Again, 3 wide once again here in the top 10. If you're not on the inside, you can really lose out on speed. This is a one-group race. Oh, we have a crash. Oh, a huge wreck. It started with Kronberg, Mine, and Fontana got in it as well. A huge wreck early in the race, which seemed to be started by your defending champion. Here's what happened. Here we go to slow motion. It looks like the 8 and the 7 make contact, but they make it. But the 54 of Mine and the 96 of Kronberg, they wreck, connected to Yankovic and Fontaine, who connects to Sherwood, who connects to Hopkins, who connects to Ross, and it's just all hell breaks loose from there. The 80 of Salter does a pretty decent job. Here's the view from Salter, who did a really good job at avoiding the wreck. Those cars wrecked down the front stretch. Salter seems to be fine. The 88 of Brown also got off there relatively easy. Here at lap 9, nothing has changed up front despite all the chaos in the back. Morrison Jr. hasn't had to deal with lap traffic yet. He is ahead by half a second over his own teammate with Martin in third and the 52 of Johnson following. Unless one of the other rookies get a really good run, I think Jeremy Connell is going to comfortably and convincingly win Rookie of the Year. He is currently top 10 in points. A rookie getting into the playoffs would be a very good sight to see. Morrison Jr. has increased his lead to 1 second. The cockpit cam of Zach Johnson, who was in fourth. You can see it's very, like I said, this is a one group racetrack, which is not a good thing for the bigger banked tracks, but for short tracks, this one group is what you want. With how relatively slow you're going, you can get away with driving very aggressive. Is Martin going to look and make a move on Huckleberry here? Every time these two cars meet, it creates some form of entertainment. These drivers have dumped each other multiple times. They both have won championship, so they seem to be pretty even, at least for the moment, but I'm sure one of these drivers is going to want to get up on the other. But we saw another wreck here between Fontaine and Salter. The second wreck that Fontaine is involved in, and Salter is not lucky, and the 57 of Harrell also gets hit. And Mine also gets hit as well. There's the view from Ulfso, who again did a relatively good job at avoiding the wreck. I think he's learning very quickly why you don't want to qualify in the back. On to lap 19 now. Dustin Morrison Jr. has led every lap since lap 2 so far. The gap has been increased to half a second though. Martin has picked up speed. The last car in the top 10 is Kyle Lamarty, with Roger Stevenson looking to break into that 12 to get some points. "20 laps down, 15 to go." We've definitely had a lot of action happen here recently, but all the cars, at least for now, are doing fine, and we are too wide here. For drivers who are relatively just racing to keep their car intact, they are all running mid-pack. The 31 of Moon, though, started in second, but fell all the way back to currently in 16th. He wasn't even involved in any wrecks. He's just been way slower than he should be. Pit stops have started here. Martin is the first to come in, and we're going to see some more cars follow eventually. We're expecting most, if not all, of these drivers to just take either 2 or just take 4. Martin prefers to always take 4 so we can get those fastest lap bonus points. And here come the rest of the main. Here comes some more of the main crowd. Falcon Store and Edgewater are in. Moon has come in as well, who has finished the second, and Falcon Star is now working his way out. The main leader is now Dustin Morrison Jr. And is he coming into pit? I believe he is doing so. Yep, he is in right now. He is currently the person in first. Let's see if anybody beats him up to pit road. Pasquale is just coming out, but he's staying on the lead lap. And now the leader at the moment is the 53 of Buckwood Huckleberry, but that's just because he hasn't pitted yet. Neither has Davenport. And now we've got slow traffic of Pasquale in his way. Is he going to come into pit now? Not yet. Huckleberry is staying out. Yes, Stevenson and Guy are battling for a top 5 here, at least for the time being. Johnson has come into pit, who was one of the drivers in the top 10. Still no pitting yet for Buckwood Huckleberry. It looks like he's coming in right now. Yes, he is. Huckleberry and Davenport are in, as well as Stevenson and Dematale. Now remember, Dustin Morrison Jr. has to work his way around the track one more time to take the lead back from his teammate. We have some huge action going on here while Huckleberry's in the pits. Oh, the 52 of Johnson got loose there from the 57 of Harrell. And that's going to allow Martin to gain some positions onto the inside. Coming down the front stretch. Huckleberry is out of there, and he has beat Morrison Jr. But Morrison Jr. is coming to the inside. I think that means that Morrison Jr. is the leader. A huge pack of cars going on here, all battling for a top 10 spot. Oh, we have a gigantic wreck here. The 7 of Edgewater just completely... Looks like the 4 tried to bump and run the 99, and that causes Davenport to ride completely into the wall. The 4 crashes into the 8, who crashes into the 12, and it's just another chain reaction from there as we saw earlier. The 65 of Stevenson is able to stay undamaged. Cottle is stuck right in the middle. The 14 of Dematale causes Edgewater to flip. Martin is flipped over, the 57 of Harrell's out, and it's just a matter of a bunch of drivers trying to slow down. Here is the view from Dematale. This wreck all started from Falcon Star and Davenport, And that is how you saw Edgewater flip and somehow manage to land the car. Ladies, gentlemen, and everyone in between, hold on. Whee! Goodness me. 4 laps to go here at Evergreen. Dustin Morrison Jr. has taken the lead from his teammate. Lamarty was in third, but because of that crash, it is now, I believe, the 12 of Lamarty is in third, the 65 Stevenson in fourth, and Cottle is in fifth. Now we have lap traffic to deal with here. Can Morrison Jr. make this a non-factor? Is Huckleberry going to be able to pass them? We have a battle of teammates with 3 laps to go. Morrison Jr. has gotten past Hopkins. He is way faster than Huck coming into the turns, and Hopkins provides a block. That's more cars that Huckleberry is going to have to go through. 2 to go. Just a mile, just about 1.2 miles to go. And it looks to be all Morrison Jr. who is going to win 2 races in a row. Unless he wrecks out here. Johnson is still in the back. He is now the last car on the lead lap. Now 2 cars separate Morrison Jr. and Johnson. It should be home free for Morrison Jr. now. From a driver who said that he plans on winning the title, to be in the mid-table for most of the season, but the redemption arc for Morrison Jr. is definitely here to come. He will win 2 races in a row by winning here at Evergreen. Huckleberry in second, Lamarty in third, Cottle in fourth, Stevenson in fifth, Keys in second, flipped over Edgewater in second, 31 in fourth, 39 in ninth, and the 9 and 10. The fastest lap bonus will go to Martin once again, pulling off a 22.4.